It's crazy. It's September 3rd, and it's cold. It's getting cooled here in the Northeast, which is about what it always does. I have a feeling we're going to have a long, crazy, crazy cold winter, long winter. It's going to be cold, cold, cold. Yep, very cold. Very, very, very cold. Yeah. So, uh, it's just been one hell of a summer. I don't know what part of the country everybody's in, but where I am, it was just beyond hot. It was unreasonably hot, unseasonably hot. You know, just just too just too cool. Yeah, just too cool. Just too cool. Yep. Well, to me, it's a chilly day because this is Labor Day weekend. It's supposed to have all the cookouts, and the weather's supposed to be kind of nice to get us ready for the fall and get us ready for the long winter. Because summer takes a long time in the Northeast to come. Takes a long time. I have another channel that I'm getting ready to start, but right now it's a little bit hard for me to start it right now. Not hard for me to start. I won't say it's hard for me to start. It's just that I've been busy and I have so much to do, you know, so much really, really, really to do lately in this summer, you know, catching up on things, thinking about things, planning things out. But anyway, I got this channel that I'm gonna start out, and it's gonna be I don't know what to call it, but it's gonna be an interesting channel because I'm gonna do a little bit of cooking. I'm gonna do a little bit of research. Oh, and I ordered a book. It is called White Fear. The Browning of America is making these white folks lose their mind, and it's by Roland Martin. He wrote this book, and it should be a good read. And I'd like to start a reading club on it. Do different little things, because I love to read. I love to read. I love to share information, because I'm an information freak, and you know, and I want to know what everybody thinks about this mess with Donald Trump. Because to tell you the truth, I'm so sick of Donald Trump, I don't know what to do, to tell you the truth. I really, really, really don't know what to do with Donald Trump. But that's a whole nother story. I don't know. The more he just gets, Lord, he just gets out of hand. He is just out of hand. And that's just another, the political thing. And Joe Biden, they call him Sleepy Joe Biden. I like Joe Biden, but Joe Biden, it's time for the old people, the older people, like his age, in his 80s and stuff. He need to go and sit down. But I'm glad he got to do what he got to do what he always wanted to do. He always wanted to be president, and he finally made it. But we need some young people in here with some young ideas, because things is getting out of hand. So that's one thing we could talk about, the inflation, and talking about how we can get back to the real hardcore family values and stuff. I know I'm talking a little bit, all over the place, but those are the general ideas I got. And I'd like for people to comment on it, put some input about how we gonna, you know, do these things, how we could accomplish these things, and things that's going on in their communities that you don't like, because there's so much going on here, we got to get our communities back in order. We really, really do, because our communities are, our Black communities are really, you know, they're really out of sync, and having Donald Trump and his mess going on is really, really, it's just too much out of hand, you know. So it's a whole lot of things we need to do, but like I said, it's just a whole bunch of stuff we could talk about in the cooking channel, you know, and how to be more healthy, and it's just talk about things that I see that a lot of y'all may not have time to do because you work and you got small kids. See, I don't have any small kids. I don't even have small grandkids anymore. My youngest grandchild is about to be 6 years old, so and they got parents, they got a parent who, parents who do what they supposed to do. So I'm basically retired. I get a chance to read. So I'll be reading up on different things. And if y'all haven't subscribed to it or you don't know about it, go to the App Store and download the Black Star Network. That's Roland Martin's channel. It's run by Roland Martin, and it's his news channel. And subscribe to Roland Martin Unfiltered and the Black News Network. Is very interesting. They talk points of interest for the Black community. So, and the title of this video says it's getting cold outside, and that's because it is, because it is very, very, it's getting very cold. Yes, it is. And for all my old subscribers, you're going to see a new name for me. And I just put it out as Miss Bev because I'm not going to be with no nonsense. I'm not going to be arguing with nobody on here. I'm not going to be knocking nobody. None of that. None of that craziness. No, not going to be doing it. I'm going to just be doing things of interest to get people to, have interest. People on here. I'd like to have people on here who got interest, got something funny to say, got things to share, It's a lot we could share and stuff. Because now I'm going to share this. I see that Roland Martin is talk on the it's set on the Black Star Network. They're going to be talking about there's a water crisis in Jackson, Mississippi, and it seems like, I haven't really looked into it, but it seems like it's going to be the same thing that happened in Flint, Michigan, is happening in Mississippi. So, in Jackson, Mississippi, to be specific. So I'm going to be looking into that and be sharing some information on that. And just a lot of other things, of interest to the Black community. So, that's one of the things I want to do on my new channel when I set it up. And it's going to be called Information Worth Having, because I'm not putting no nonsense on none of my channels. Like I said, I'm going to be doing some cooking, having some cooking shows, be just general stuff to uplift us, stuff about children, stuff that benefits our children. And we need to look at I'm going to be looking at the educational system, our educational system, public school educational system, especially in the inner cities. But the most important thing now that I'm going to be talking about from now until November, I'll be talking about, the 2022 midterm elections. And, I can say that I'm guilty. What I'm about to say, I'm going to tell you right off the bat, I was guilty of it. I only voted in presidential elections because the municipal, little small town municipal stuff didn't interest me. But I was listening to Roland Martin on Roland Martin Unfiltered, and he was breaking down how these laws are getting passed because these laws are crazy. And I'm going to give you one specific example. Now, there used to be a time when Social Security checks were sent out on the first of the month. Then they made it to the third of the month. But now what they do is they divide it up. Some people get them, some people, like if you get SSI or SSD, you get your check in the middle of, you get your check in the, some people get it the first week of the month, not on the first, but the first Wednesday of the month. Then some get it on the second Wednesday, third Wednesday, and fourth Wednesday of every month. And, you know, and so you don't get it. And I don't know if it's just me, but I like to, I like to, if whatever I'm going to get, I like to get it all at one time and just do everything at one time. But it throws off stuff. That's just me. You know, that's just me. But I want to know, when did this change? And the Republicans, or we have to be as people, as a people, and I'm saying this to everybody, as people, we have to start paying more attention to these little things, like these little minor elections, because those are the elections, like primaries. That's a primary is a perfect example. I've never voted in a primary. You get those little things on your in your vote when the things are getting ready to come up. You get these things, these little ballot things. They tell you the initiatives that are on the ballot, and that's how you get these laws passed. Like, and then if we as people of color, we don't pay much attention to that. And I could truly say that I'm one of the people who don't pay attention to it. I don't. But now I'm not, I retired. I'm not working. I'm not working anymore. Well, I'm working, but I'm not, it's not that I'm not working every day anymore. But, we're not paying attention to that. So that's how you get a person like um, Marjorie Taylor Greene and Lauren Boebert. You get these nutcases on these things because we just letting them get in there. Because Marjorie Taylor Greene only got in because nobody opposed her. Probably nobody knew. And now you got all these people in here. You got these lunatics in here. You got these people that are truly crazy. And it's not because they're Republican and I'm a Democrat. It's because they crazy. They're just crazy. You got all these MAGA people running. Oh, they're going to do it. Now they want to do away with Social Security. They would have you believe that Social Security is an entitlement. No, Social Security is not an entitlement program. Social Security is paid for out of your working dollars. Out of your working dollars, they take your money out every quarter, every 3-4 months. They take so much of your money, and it goes to your Social Security. It's like an insurance, and then you pay for unemployment. When you get your unemployment, that's not an entitlement program either. You pay into that. If you work 30 years and never collected, you have paid into the program. And, so that's another issue we need to look at. We need to learn, we need to learn and learn how to look at these things and look at the people who are running. And when I say look at them, I don't mean tear them apart, try to find something wrong with them. No, we don't need to do that. But we need to pay attention and see what their beliefs are. And not that everybody has to agree with everybody, because everybody is not going to agree with everybody. And everybody is not supposed to agree with anybody. And everybody who agrees all the time with everybody, I take a second look at them, because I just feel, they just doing stuff to please people. But, that's what we need to do. We need to just start paying attention to our communities, to our municipal governments. We need to get involved with that. This is how certain political people in small town in municipal counties get in office, and they sell you out. They sell your communities out because we don't have any involvement in it. you know. So, like I said, that's just some of the stuff that I want to, I want to listen to, I want to pay attention to, and pay attention to. So I just want to get these sort of things straight, because that's just what I want to do. Like I said, I'm a little bit all over the place right now. So because I haven't really put it together, but those are some of the things I want to talk about. And I want to talk about, basically on the municipal level, on the state and county level, initiatives that I feel that affect persons of color and poor people in general, just poor working class people in general, because we need to see who are on our school boards, who's going to be our mayor, different things. Those are the things we need to look at. So those are the things we could just pay more attention to, the things that's going on in all communities. And right now, like I said, nationally it is. And I am going to say this about Georgia and running Herschel Walker. Herschel Walker is the poster boy for when, I don't know how many of you people can remember this, but I remember when they used to do something called social promotion. If a child gets held back, depending on a child's age, they couldn't get held back because they figured the older kids would be an influence on the younger children. And Herschel Walker, whoever gave Herschel Walker a kindergarten diploma, let alone a high school and a college diploma, they need to find out what schools he went to, and they need to just holding people different, because Lord forgive me for saying, but Herschel Walker, I don't know how, I do know how he got to school. He was a good football player. He was a good football player, but he didn't learn anything in school. See, and these are the kind of things that you got to look at. It's not that you calling somebody out, but in all honesty, if you listen to people like him, and he ain't the only one, there's some white ones too that just leave a whole lot to be imagined. But what I'm saying is, we got to pay attention to the mindset of the people who are running for these offices that we're gonna, that's gonna get in here. Do you really want somebody like a Herschel Walker to be in Senate, who can't say anything coherent, who just lies, been caught in so many lies? But see, that's another thing. So these are all the things, excuse me, that we got to look out for. We got to look out for so much. Oh, we do. We got to look out for so much, and we got to start paying attention to it so we can get some of the funds And if you listen to Roland Martin Unfiltered, Roland Martin breaks it down so good about funding for different, different programs and stuff because he broke it down because he broke it down to me, and he's on all the time. He's like I said, Roland Martin is on all the time, so you could catch him. He has some pretty good stuff. So those are just some of the things I want to do. I do want to, so we could, get our communities back in order and different things. And like I said, get in here. And this climate change is real. We need to get people in here who recognize the fact that climate change is real. I don't know about nobody else and where they live, but this summer was the hottest I ever seen it. I stayed in more than I stayed out, and and it's just, we just, like I said, we just stayed in, cause this heat wave was woof. This heat wave, this summer was hot. It was hot. I don't think nobody had. I think it was too hot to have a crime wave. You know, the kids stayed in. So anyway, it that's some of it too. And I want a lot of comments when people do. And I'm not talking about the crazy comments, talking about somebody and there, but it's things that, maybe you don't know. And maybe you could tell me some things I don't know, because there's a lot of stuff I don't know about. But, you know, so it's plenty of stuff we can, talk about. But that's what I got in mind, that we could just do some things, talk about some current events, something of substance. None of that going back and forth on YouTube, talking about these YouTube beefs and all that other stuff. I mean, we got more, as a people, we got more serious issues to deal with out there. And, so that's it. I don't know how many people are going to hear this, but it's oh, that's just some of the things I want to do. So I don't know if anybody sees this and they got any ideas they want to put out. It'd be kind of nice if we we could just correspond back and forth, and see and talk about different things, how to handle different things. Because even though I don't have, my son is well of age and doing well, there's certain things that go on with kids in school that I like to keep up on. Are they shortchanging our children? That's what we need to keep up with, instead of all this fighting and putting them darn videos up. Maybe I'm old fashioned and stuff, but I don't think all that fussing is good. I really don't. It's more serious things for us to do. But anyway, that's just about all I got to say. Anybody who sees it, anybody want to leave a comment and tell me what y'all like to talk about, and we could get it going. Because I'd like to get like a Zoom type thing about some readers, anybody interested in different books and things. So like a book club, we could share book titles, and if you've read something. And like me, I'm an info head. I love information. I love to read and get, learn about stuff. So that's the kind of stuff I want on here. And like I said, I'm going to say it again, my topic is getting cool outside. That's because of reference to it getting cold. But like I said, I just been all over the place with this today. This is my first one, so, well, I'm going to end it, and I hope everybody who sees this has a good rest of the weekend, because I know I am. Have a good evening, everybody.